Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your boy Logic. Shout out everybody. What's going on? It's been a minute and some change. I know y'all looking like, damn, where you been? I've been around. I'm still around. If you don't see me enough on the internet, just follow me on Twitter. POLITIK underscore LOGIK Politic Logic, or you can catch me on the Logic Thesis. Dot Tumblr, the THELOGIK thesis THESIS dot TUMBLR .com, or you can catch me on the Logic Thesis LOGIK thesis .blogspot.com. That's where most of my stuff is posted, as well as some of my stuff might be posted on geekmodeonline.com as a contributing writer. Shout out to my peoples over there. Now, let's get to the heart of a few matters. Actually, there's a few things I wanted to address. First thing was this new Brian McKnight song. What is going on with this dude here? I guess I don't have an issue with the subject matter because for years y'all have tolerated R. Kelly and said nothing. When he got caught with the girl, y'all still went out and bought all his CDs, Chocolate Factory and everything. So let's not sit here and act like, R&B singers saying stuff like that is anything different. No, let's not even try to make it seem like, okay, he's the only one that's done it. It's been done for years. Let's not, since pretty much the late 90s, when hip-hop started influencing R&B cats and they started wanting to have the creative freedom that hip-hop has had. So I'm not mad at that. I just thought Brian McKnight was better than that, or at least that's the tomfoolery he hit me with. You dig? Where he was trying to be this upscale, I'm a gentleman and I'm sensitive. Y'all ladies got to believe that boginess, and there it is. And, and the funny thing is, he hit y'all with that sensitive joint, then he's talking about, let me show you how your pussy works. See? So, what does this tell you, ladies? No man is as sensitive as you think he is. None of these dudes feeding your egos, yes, I said egos, is really like that all the time. Matter of fact, I'll let you hear it for yourself. Because when I heard it, I was kind of bugging.
Give you a little bit of a track. This is
Take
what
a
I
listen.
said. Let me show you how your pussy works.
That's your boy.
Since you didn't bring it
That's your boy. Since you didn't bring it to me first, so he's mad you ain't even let him pop your cherry. So now he's gonna show you how to get it in. Let me show you how your joint really supposed to happen. Sensitive, remember? Metrosexuality. So now, you heard that. That's him. That is him. You can YouTube it. It's on YouTube and everything. Now, you're going to tell me that that's his first time doing that? Because to me, sounded too comfortable. You dig? Maybe he was always writing something like that. That maybe there's probably some, groupie or some girl out there with a Brian McKnight story and to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? But because they're allowed to, they make these songs, you thinking that's their character. That's not the case. You know what I mean? No disrespect, to Steve Harvey. He's recently got a new, not a new book out, but the movie based upon his book, Think Like a Man. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not even going to talk about the movie till I see it, But I'm hearing good things about it, at least as far as from Steve Harvey fans and female fans. But I've not gotten a thorough or review, something intricate, an intricate review of the movie, other than everybody saying, Kevin Hart's funny. Kevin Hart's funny. Don't dispute that. Kevin Hart is a funny dude. But what else can you tell me about the movie other than Kevin Hart is funny? You dig what I'm saying? I think with Steve Harvey's book, I think it's very interesting in the Think Like a Man aspect. but I think it plays to the women's ego a little too much, where it's not being raw. And I understand with some ladies, that it can touch a nerve, and you kind of become resistant only because it's not telling you what you want to hear. But it's like this: when has ever good advice always been about what you want to hear, especially good advice? Think about back to when your parents, they told you stuff that at the time when you first heard it, you didn't want to tune, you didn't want to hear it. But now, as an adult, what happens? That's the first thing you reference, right? Therefore, I think to think like a man, it's a good dialogue, but I don't think it addresses everything because it doesn't address, to me, some women's, let me think of a good word, inconsistencies. You know what I mean? I think at times some ladies can get the wrong idea from that book saying, oh, it's not me, it's them. And that's not the case, because after a while, it can be you. Because if you're still attracting that same thing, something you're still doing, whether or not you change your job, location, this, that, and other, but you're still getting these ratchet type of dudes, ask yourself, what is it I doing? You know what I'm saying? And I don't put that on every woman. Sometimes, like I said, you have fucked up situations. You have fucked up dudes out here. I ain't going to lie on you. You know what I'm saying? But I think the rhetoric of niggas ain't shit, pardon my French, has been killed to death already. After a while, it's like, all right, niggas ain't shit. Fine. What are you offering, though, other than some sex? See what I'm saying? So, it's like, I think, guys like Steve Harvey and Michael Bazin, because they have their core audience, and which is females, they're kind of very scared to become a little bit, a little bit harsh. They're a little bit critical, excuse me. Let me take that back. Let me say critical. And it's not even to say that being critical of a woman is a bad thing. But we cannot talk about that. Now, I don't want to come off as some woman hater. I know dudes have said that, but I look at a lot of those dudes like, who you been raised by? You mean to tell me you've never had frustration with a woman? And I bring that up, and from an aspect of an objective position, some of y'all get a little sensitive, and I'm like, it's not that serious. This is just my opinion. So for you to take it that personal, why, what's up? Especially men. Ladies, that's whatever. Dudes, what's up with some of y'all 2012 men? Really? Come on. You can't talk on some dude stuff no more? Everybody getting soft? Back in the day, we could kick it, go have a drink at the bar, talk about women, talk about, you had the guy who was in a relationship, you had the guy who was, coming out of something, you had the dude who was the player, you had you had a mix of dudes, but everybody respected everybody. You might have known some cat who was cheating on his chick, you kept it 100, with him. You was like, all right, da-da-da-da, you might have warned him about his, she's stepping out, this, that, and other, but you wouldn't break code, you know what I'm saying? Because, unless it was family, then if it's where then your loyalty's divided, and you have to, then it's one thing. But if it's where in, that's your man, and, shorty, that's his shorty, but that's his, and again, that's his business. What she chooses to do with him is on her, you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of respect it. You may not like it, or if you are snitching, it kind of told us you might be envious of his situation and you're mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's how I think some women look at it. Like, oh, he told on his man and that's supposed to be his man. You know what I'm saying? It makes you look kind of, kind of soft. Kind of like, oh, okay, he's trying to get at me on the humble. And, you thought snitching was going to play up. And that's what you have these cats doing now, I think Like a Man is a dry snitching book. Not, it doesn't tell every code, but it's a dry snitching book in the aspect of, and especially coming particularly from Steve Harvey, because remember, he's divorced. His new wife is his ex-sweetheart, high school sweetheart or whatever, or some chick he had a crush on from high school. This is not the woman that came up with him when he used to have them loud shirts on Def Jam. Yeah, the loud joints. You know, the joints that made his joint was looking like crazy origami or something. His shirt was looking like a pizza, a full, a supreme pizza, anchovy, pepperoni. Yeah, one of those shirts, them loud shirts. And the thing is, let's really keep it 100. The only reason why your man went bald because his wife was gonna reveal that his universal, his fly lineup was hair plugs. Now, you know what I'm saying? Did you do that out of spite? Now you just decided to create this book and say, oh, I know how to, I'm gonna make sure every woman is up on game. Now, if you're doing that from a very honest perspective, let's be honest about your relationships. You know what I'm saying? You knew this. What happened with your wife that made y'all split? Especially when she came up with you during the money. All of a sudden she changed. Did you change? Did you start messing around? Did you start seeing, some of these dimes come out? Because you got to look at it. Let's keep it real PI. Steve Harvey ain't the most attractive man in the world. I know I'm not either. I'm not going to front. Now, would I start acting brand new because I got a few money, or let's just say I blow up from whatever and, start doing tours, book tours, this, that, and the other? Would I start being the same cat? Probably not. Why? Because, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Now you're reaching a different audience. Women that might have not been attracted to you before are attracted to you. Is it the money? Maybe. That's neither here nor there. But you start feeling your stuff. You start smelling yourself like, oh, yeah, I'm the flyest dude in the game. Yeah, these suits, oh, yeah, this always been me. And it's not. Let's keep it 1,000. And now he's giving you advice. Oh, now you're agreeing with everything he says. Yet, look at his personal life. Because to me, you have to look at their personal integrity as well. You look at Babyface. Babyface had a fly wife, Tracy Edmonds, dime. He's doing his whole thing. They formed together, did soul food together, produced it. That was Edmonds Entertainment, and he was doing his music thing, became CEO and all of that. And man was doing it big time. What happened? Divorced. Your ex-chick ended up dating Eddie Murphy. And he was one of the players out there back in the 80s, Robin Givens. Man, look at Eddie's track line. Yeah, he might have picked up a cross-dressing, transsexual, but look at all his public girlfriends. Hello, his wife, light skin, like nice little cute. And I don't even mean to get in light skin. Excuse me for that. Dime, Tracy Edmonds, dime. Mel B, kind of cute. Dime, but that's debatable. Point being, your man had dimes. Robin Givens, dime. You look at Robin Givens today, she still looks damn near the same, right? Okay, then, what does that tell you? They really don't go for all that sensitivity crap. Remember, Babyface was, I'll buy your clothes, I'll pay your rent, I'll cook your dinner too. He conned you. Got you in the bed, did what he had to do. That wasn't who he was. Because then where's all that sensitivity in your relationship? It's not. That's to sell records. Just like he'll tell you certain things to sell books. That's hoeing. Brian McKnight did the same thing. He did all them songs. I forgot, there was a song I know I quoted in one of my favorite R&B is Gonna Get Your Ass Kicked. Where I quoted one of his songs. I put it as one of those songs that are pretty much in a realistic situation might get you hit. and I just looked at it like, these dudes ain't doing that. Like I said, if he's doing a song like this now, why all of a sudden the change? You have your core audience. Therefore, he can tour. He can live well off just touring alone. He has enough songs to where he can just tour, do whatever. Like Prince, have his core audience. Prince hit arenas, got his arenas, bomb. Nobody, no major promotion, none of that. Prince is going to be, if I tell you Prince is going to be in Jersey tomorrow, I got 3 front row tickets. Who's going? Y'all going to rush me. Why? He's Prince. He's established already. Why is Brian McKnight doing songs like these to grab attention? Because he's broke. Or He was always doing stuff like that. You just didn't know about it. Maybe the label just was like, nah, that's not you. And now he's being himself now. Now he's talking about pussies and squirting and, let me stick it in your butt and, let me girl, check my prostate, whatever. There it is. And a lot of cats have names for these guys like manginas. I just call these brothers too overly sensitive to the woman cause in order to further their cause. And that to me is real peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? AKA just spreading all over the place. And it's becoming to the point where now men are adopting this as being a real man. Oh, you got to be sensitive. No, you can be understanding and you can be sensitive to her needs, what is based upon. But in the end, you're going to be that man. Be the man. There's no shame in that. It's not being macho. I think at the same time, you have to be the man. Just like let a woman be a woman. I don't want a woman to outman me. And, it's like, nah, that's not attractive. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are enabling that. And then you wonder why y'all get into fights. Because you see, it don't last that long. You being sensitive and being half docile, come on. Y'all dudes, there's no shame in that. It's not like, okay, if you get angry or something like that, you gonna beat her up. No. You can just stand your ground. Sometimes it's just like that. Doesn't mean, you need to be a play about yours, but maybe y'all come from some of these cats come from a generation of seeing their dads become sort of like the soft. So now they do it, even though they know, this is corny. And it's like, it's like now that's just become out of style. And to me, I'm like this. The feminists that threaten you, with, this, that, and the other, really don't find you that attractive anyway. They're not attracted to you as is. So it's like, to me, why are we worried? Why are we worried about their sensitivity if they're not really worried about us? Because that's where it really comes from. That, that black feminism of the late 80s and 90s, especially in the entertainment. Where it's like, oh, I can do this, and I'm like, that's fine, but, that's cool, but it don't pull you a husband. So it's like, to me now, I'm kind of looking at it like, these dudes now are scared, like, they're kind of like, or they're playing two egos. Either they're too scared or they're playing the egos in order to tell you what you want to hear. And I'm like this, ladies, if you're falling for it, that's your fault. And then you find that if you're mad at the relationship that, we ain't shit, we're like, we could have told you that simply by why would anybody play to your ego that doesn't know you? They're trying to run a con game on you. You dig? So, we're just going to touch on, the manginas for a little bit. When I say we, I mean me and my blogs. So, I'm going to probably touch on a little bit more. I'm going to have something written up for y'all, on the blog real soon. It was good to get back on the video and everything. And I will holler at y'all in a minute. Like I said, go check out the blogs when you can, thelogicthesis.tumblr.com, logicthesis.blogspot.com. Check me out on Twitter, Politic Logic. And I hope, y'all get to kind of groove, just rock with the kids, see what we about, have some fun. I know y'all looking at you got yellow walls? Yeah, I do. So what? I'm man enough to admit it. What? Yellow walls. What, son? Remember, look at the things that are yellow. Cautious. Sunlight. Bumblebees. Stinger. Bzzz. What? Son? What? With my yellow walls. What? Ain't scared. I'm a man about mine. I admit it. What? Shout out to Amon Shumpert and Derrick Rose. Hope y'all get better. Sorry to hear about the torn ACLs. Amon Shumpert torn meniscus as well. Hopefully you get healthy, B. And we see you in the streets of New York. Don't party too much this summer then. Rest, get strong, get right. We hope to see you, on the comeback. Hopefully the Knicks can make a little run, come back, at least make it a series, because I ain't gonna lie, this beatdown was terrible. So I'll holler at y'all in a minute. Peace and love, and I'm out.